Welcome back to the third part of TSI, Timber Stand Improvement, on Your Waters and Woodlands with Keith Adcock. Man, that's a mouthful. So the first two videos, I hope you get kind of the gist of what we're doing here. Um, this project just takes a little bit of flagging tape. I've got different colors. Different colors mean different things. Like you're seeing a lot of purple nowadays, purple spray paint, purple flagging tape. Uh, People are painting their fence lines to mark basically no trespassing. So you have all these other different colors, might mean property boundary as far as like where the timber guys go. Um, Blue is typically means save the tree. That's what a lot of guys are using because it's not a color that you see every day. It's actually kind of a difficult color to find in Home Depot and Lowe's. I'm sure you can find this on Amazon, but blue flagging tape, man, I was looking at Home Depot yesterday, couldn't find any. So this is what you need. When they're talking about marketable timber, they're talking about, they usually start at diameter at breast height, which this is my breast height, so the diameter of this tree right here. And it's gonna vary a foot or so, but that's not a big deal. So their line of sight when they're on that vehicle or they're on that piece of equipment is a lot higher than yours. So you want to get as high as you can and then run this down 2 or 3 feet. Don't be afraid to use this stuff. That's why we used orange down there. Up here we know to save every tree. Every oak tree is getting saved. They're gonna have all the sweet gums. Like this is a sweet gum right here. It's a fairly large tree. I don't have to mark anything up here because we're saving all the oaks up here. The only oak that we're gonna actually be taking may be along this creek because they're gonna fall off into the creek anyhow. And that blackjack oak over here. It really serves me no purpose. The deer don't really care for blackjack oaks. The squirrel like them a little bit, but I don't really care for it either. And I can plant native grasses there and food or whatnot, but it's standing there. It's the one that doesn't have any leaves on it yet. And it's not good for me because it's just gonna tear up my chainsaw if I ever wanted to cut a limb off to smoke with or do anything like that. So it's kind of a tough tree and I don't mind getting rid of it. Let the sunlight hit the ground. So, but if you're looking right here as far as if you're okay, I'm trying to decide what tree to keep and what to leave because I want to break the canopy up. All three of these red oaks right here, I'm going to keep those, in my opinion, because the roots are all connected. We're on a hill. You get a lot of erosion. When those roots are connected, they're symbiotic. So, meaning they kind of depend on one another. So I'm going to leave all three of these red oaks here. But if you're talking about like right there, if I had the choice to leave one red oak and take all the sweet gums, if you had a red oak growing in between them, which I believe I do on the other side, it looks like one, they can have all those trees. That's marketable timber. That one red oak way over there that's close to my house isn't going to mean anything to me. It's actually taking up food plot area. So just a couple things to look for. They're going to be getting off into this other side, so I'm going to have to go over there and mark a lot of trees, mark boundary. I actually don't own. There's about 1.5 acres in this direction I don't own that I hopefully will one day in the future, but not right now. So we've got to go on this other side, which is all doe bedding area. And I'm pretty much going to let them have everything but a few white oaks or red oaks if I can find them in there. And I've never really been in there. I don't want to ever really spook the does. I always want them to feel comfortable. So I've never even really been in there. Never even scouted it. I just know the does pile out of here. They'll run this little creek bottom around till it comes out, and I've seen them kind of filter through there when I'm hunting. But I don't ever want to go in there. But that, it's marketable timber. It's not going to hurt anything if they go in there and take all the pines out. And then we've got to go back down here and mark trees. So kind of the way what we're doing up here is they know I don't have to mark anything up here because they know sweet gums are going, all the pines up on this side of the creek are going on this section, and all the oaks are staying except for that blackjack oak. So it's pretty simple. We have a pecan here and a pecan over there that doesn't have any leaves on it, where they bulldoze the cedar trees down. So I'm going to leave those as well. The deer, they'll eat pecan, but it's more just for squirrels and other wildlife. I'm kind of taking a lot of other habitat, but I'm trying to be as conservative as I can and taking habitat in place of deer habitat. So generally, when you're doing habitat improvement for whitetail, you're going to have that habitat improvement for all wildlife, everything underneath that whitetail's nose. So squirrel, yeah, they do nest in trees, but I'm leaving all my oaks, so they'll have plenty of room. Yeah, they do eat the pine cone seeds, but there's plenty of hickory nuts, and they're going to have food year round. So squirrels will have plenty to eat out here. I'm leaving a lot of pines around the edges, so they'll be just fine. My neighbors still have all their pines. They're never going to cut their pines. So that's just one thing to look at. The guy behind me, 80 acres in there, was pretty much clear cut. It was a complete cutover, and I hunted that a few years ago. It's starting to grow back up, so all these animals, you know, I wanted to wait a couple of years and let that get a little bit more established over there. And now that it's prime bedding area, all the deer should filter in to my place and hit this new improvement that I'm doing. So you don't want to, just because your neighbor's doing it, get neighboritis and just wipe everything out. So that could be another issue. A lot of factors, you know, there's a lot of content on YouTube. It could be misleading. If I'm wrong, you know, or if you can't understand me, or there's something that I didn't fully describe, you know, you can email me or leave a comment below, and I'll kind of explain it a little bit better. Kind of rushing through this. I got to watch them. I've got a full-time day job. We also have a crisis in our nation right now with coronavirus. So a lot of things are going on. But like I said, folks, you bear with me through my videos. Tell me what camera to buy. Leave a comment below. Tell me the best editing software I can buy. I'm having to learn all this new terminology. And tell me what I can do, or kind of what entertains you the most on YouTube, is as far as what type of video. Maybe even leave a comment what channel you watch the most, so I can entertain you guys a little bit better. But I'm more on education. I want to educate you folks and leave something behind that you can grab onto. So yeah, there's a lot of talking, a lot of rambling, but if you can learn and pick up a little thing, and maybe it might motivate you. So that's what I challenge you folks here today. Go out. You don't have to have your own property, you know. Go ask for permission to walk someone's property, enjoy their property. Go on public land, enjoy that. Just go outside. Just be outside. Go hunting, go fishing, you know. There's plenty you could do. Go get involved in a conservation program that helps wildlife. QDMA, RMEF, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, Quality Deer Management. There's a ton. There's turkey foundations. Oh man, it goes on endless. So go be a part of those. Go get involved. You can be involved and donate your time. So that's what I challenge you folks to do today, is just get outside and go enjoy this, what God's given us. And you know, maybe today you say, okay, today's the day I'm gonna start working on a goal to have my own little 5-acre plot of land. You know, it doesn't take long. It take you a year and you could have it, you know. So thank you for watching Your Waters and Woodlands. I hope this helped you kind of get an idea, and stay tuned. because there's just, when these guys are gone, there's more to be done here. Thank you.